I love spooky stories, true crime, night terrors, and there's no perfect season but Halloween for that. So these are my top 5 picks for best YouTube podcasts for the scary Halloween season. Take a listen. Hello everyone out there. I'm super excited about today's episode because it is talking about podcast and YouTube channels for the Halloween season, things that I adore, that I love, that I think you all should be watching. So, number 1 on my list is the Black Tapes podcast. Now, this podcast is a little older. It's something that came out, I think it came out in 2016, 2017. It's a little mix of the X-Files meets Poltergeist: The Legacy, if any of you haven't seen that. But it is great. It is a podcast. It is not a YouTube channel, so go check that out. And number 2 on my list, The Scary Cherry. I love unexplained videos. If you're a fan of the Paranormal Unexplained or like all those things on cable, you will actually love this channel. It is, I guarantee you that some of those shows have probably pulled some of their stuff and put it on the cable TV shows. Go check that out. Like all the people, their links will be in our bio or in the description. So next, number 3. This one is number 3 because it's actually just extremely new to me. I just started listening to it maybe 2 weeks ago, and I can't stop. Not really a podcast. It is a YouTube channel. Great research, great things. Mr. Ballin is the podcast. But if you want to like hear some true crime, some true stories, but from a story perspective, not from like the whole cop, blah, 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 but like actually just a narrative story with one guy telling you the story of what happened. Great podcast. And I also believe that he does his podcast in Spanish too, or his channel in Spanish too. So check that out. Follow them as well. Number 2 on our list. This one is on our list because I listen to it almost every night. Seriously. I love to listen to scary stories, scary things. I used to fall asleep watching Unsolved Mysteries as a kid, and as an adult, and just continuously. But this, when I'm not watching Unsolved Mysteries to fall asleep and just letting it run all night, I am listening to this and watching this on YouTube and just letting it run. Whisper Diaries. Amazing voice, amazing story content, just such a great addition to your scary podcast actual realm. And I mean, realistically, it doesn't have any visuals either. So like you can just sit back and listen to the rain or just listen to the Whisper Diaries. And I guarantee you, you will be terrified. Some of them are so freaky. And they're on topics that very much are what we do. And a lot of them are like stories from Reddit and things like that. But enjoy Whisper Diaries. Go and check that out. Now, we're about to talk about number 1. But before we do, please go like, follow, comment, subscribe to this video and to our channel, R. Jerome P. Please. Help us grow. I'm excited about doing this for you, but I'm also just excited about everything that we have coming, not only from the film festival side, but also from the films and podcast side. And we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But number 1 on our list, on my list, the Pagans Picks for the best Halloween podcast is What Lurks Beneath. Now, this is number 1 because it just is number 1 in my life. This is the reason why I started following true crime people, darkness, all that stuff. I really just got into the YouTube aspect of it recently, like in the last year and a half. And like, this is why I follow creators like this, because he is so good. His voice, his connection, his stories, from cryptids to aliens to true crime to missing people to national parks. Like, it's just like so much stuff that I'm all interested in. And he does such a great way of telling the story, organizing a story, giving you facts, and just really it's an enjoyable channel. Follow it. All these channels have links in our description. They also are tagged and they're in our blog. So if you want to hear more about this, just know that if you don't see a long form video for Pagan's Picks, more than likely there's a blog for it on our page if you're just seeing the short. But thank you so much for watching. And this has been Pagan's Picks. Oh, before I go, special announcement. Tomorrow, October 31st, the first episode of a podcast, Pagan's Scary Stories, premieres. And these are a mix of true and fictional stories and inspired by true events. The first episode is called Neon Lights, and it focuses on 3 scary stories from Las Vegas. These are all fictional stories, and I hope you enjoy them. So go out, see those, enjoy those, watch that. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe.